Hey everybody, Like Your Blades here, and in today's video I bring you plastic balis arms. Yes, I get it, the market on these has completely died out for the most part. There are still some being made and sold, of course, the squiddies, the new edits and stuff like that. I don't know about the Tay flipper stuff, because I don't look at any of that, but I'm probably going to start doing that. But the hype on them has kind of died down quite a bit. There's not much new coming to them. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the edit, because I got it first, then I got this afterwards. Both of these I got secondhand, by the way. Well, this is kind of secondhand, kind of not secondhand. It's a story. I'll get into that. But this one I got this year at Blade Show, Texas. This is a normal edit, so it's got all of the metal rods and everything in here. It's not netted light. I got it from my good friend Nacho Flips, and we were actually roommates for the Blade Show, Texas this year. So I saw he had this, and I've wanted it ever since I saw it. He knew I wanted it, so before he showed up, him and I both forgot our backpacks for our cases, which would have been bad. So I decided to go to the mall and pick us up some backpacks. We were going to use them for the show, return them afterwards, which I ended up doing with mine because my bag was a fucking $180, and it was the only bag in the entire mall that would fit my case. That was a pain in the ass. I got a new bag now. It's not that expensive, but it works. Yeah. Anyway, I ended up trading that backpack to Nacho Flips for this, which honestly I'm happy with. It was a good trade for me because I got new Bali out of it, and I only lost like 30 or so bucks for the backpack. That's probably how much it cost. I don't really remember, but I got netted out of it, and I enjoyed the hell out of it since. I mean, I don't really flip plastic all that often, but for obvious reasons. I mean, I have all these other Balis in my collection. Why would I want to flip plastic all that much? The only reason I own these plastic balis is specifically so I can take them on flights with me. So there's that. That's the only reason these exist in my collection, is for plane flights. But yeah, I mean, it's a 3D printed balisong. It's plastic, so it's gonna have play, all kinds of tap and whatnot. That's normal for plastic. It doesn't have the weights in the handles. I mean, it has the, it has the options here for them, but I just don't have the weights for it. So it's a very neutral flipper. Adjust my camera to where the fuck it was. There we go. That's a little better. It's a very neutral flipper, not very much end weight at all. And since it's plastic, being so light, you can't really go all out on it. You can do all the tricks you want to, but you can't really go too fast because there's not much weight adding to the momentum. So if you end up flipping too fast like that, it will halt all momentum and fall, which I've had issues with for quite a while. So that's another reason I don't really flip plastic. But yeah, the story behind this: friend owned it, I wanted it, I traded a backpack for it, and yeah, I mean, it's plastic, so it's not going to be the most durable, but I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's a piece right here where my fingernail is, where the 3D print, whatever material this is, broke. So now when I'm doing ladders on this handle, it's very sharp against my finger right here. So I tend to not do ladders on this very often. But, I mean, it works. It's just very loud. Not as loud as a squiddy, like a normal squiddy, but still it's loud. But kid-friendly, so that's something, I guess. Now, let's go on ahead to the next one. Now this is a Tay Flipper Calico. I got this at Blade Show Atlanta from Tay Flipper himself, so technically secondhand, but not secondhand. I did get it from the guy who made it, but this was his personal one. This was his, like, he flipped this, he owned this, this was his. And he let me flip it. I asked if he had any others on him that I could buy. He didn't. So he instead offered to sell me this one. I asked him, are you sure about that? That's your personal one. I get that you can make a new one, but you shouldn't have to make a new one for yourself if you don't want to. And he insisted if I wanted one to just buy this. He discounted it. I think he charged me like 35 bucks for it because it didn't come with the tracking, shipping, the packaging and all that. It was just a trainer. But yeah, after the Balisong rave, we being some of my friends, Will Hirsch, Brandon Baker, Tay Flipper, I believe Din Din was there, maybe. I think he was, but I don't really remember correctly. No, yeah, he was there. He had to have been there. After we did all that, we went to a taco place that was almost closed, apparently. And yet we still stayed there for like an hour. So that was that. But another little funny story. After the Balisong rave, I had a lot of fun, so drinking water was not on my mind. So at the end of it, I became very dehydrated, and it was about a 10-minute walk. I didn't want to walk that far, and Brandon decided to offer anybody who wanted a ride to the taco place. I accepted, but nobody else did, so Brandon gave me a ride to the taco place. That was fucking awesome. He's a great guy. Which, of course, most of you already know that, but I like spending time with him when I can, which I never do, because that was the first time I ever did. But yeah, he gave me a ride, and while we were there, I didn't get any food because I wasn't hungry. I was very dehydrated, but I wasn't thinking about it. Mr. Will Hirsch.gay noticed that and decided to play dad. So when he realized I was dehydrated, he forced me to stand up, took me inside the taco place, poured me out a cup of water, and forced me to drink it. He went back outside after I'd finished the cup. He watched me drink the cup of water and did not go back outside until I was done. So yeah, that was interesting. Didn't expect him to do that, but I appreciate you, buddy. I do. I'm still alive. I just doing my own thing. But I had a lot of fun, so that was important. Anyway, back to this. After we were done at the taco place, everybody still kind of crowded around the outside of the building. We were all talking, trying to disperse everybody, get everybody to go back home or to their Airbnbs and whatnot. That's when Tay Flipper pulled this out, and I tried it out right before leaving, and then I asked him if he had any. He did not, so he he offered me this one. I accepted after making sure he was sure. And he then decided to say, how about I make it even more special? And I sign it for you. You got the little 2024 here with his signature. So it's a signed Tay Flipper Calico, and I love it. Honestly, I end up flipping it more often than I flip my Edit. Not because it flips better. This, I wouldn't say it flips better, but I wouldn't say it flips worse either. This is very neutral flipper. This is as well, but all of the weight is in the ends. It's end weighted. Ends in the handles, ends in the blade. All the weight is at the tips. So while it is neutral to me, maybe ever so slight handle bias, it has a weird feel to it. Like you can feel that weight in the ends of the handles and the tip of the blade. If you would even call that a blade, I don't really know what else to say about that, but it's very weird balance. You can chaplain with it well. You can do all these other tricks with it well. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's also got a nice sound. Let's see, can I don't know if that's being picked up on my mic. It is plastic, so it's quiet, but I do love this thing. Now, if I had to choose only one of these to keep and flip forever and had to melt the other one in a fire, Calico. I'd keep the Calico. And not just because of its story, but because of how unique it is. Like, the balance is very unique. I don't have any other balisong that feels anything like this. And I have almost 20 of them. That's new. I ain't seen that happen before with this thing. There we go. Yeah, I have almost over 20 balisongs in total. But none of them feel anything like this, so having something unique would probably be best, especially considering how much I enjoy it. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to pull these out, give me a reason to flip them, say hello, because I've been very inactive lately, which I hate, but I've been very stressed out, overworked, even though I haven't really been getting back to work. But Texas heat is a pain in the ass, so even like 5 hours out in that sun nearly killed me and my father, who is my boss, so that happened. But yeah, it's been a pain in the ass lately, dealing with all that. Honestly, I'm not going to put any flipping clips at the end of this video because it's too hot outside, so I'm just going to be flipping for the duration of this video, or what's left of it, which I did not expect it to be this long. It's been almost 15 minutes now. I'm probably going to call it quits here in a second after I do this. You know what? I'm going to keep recording until I get the aerial down. I don't have much space here, so it's more difficult than it should be, but yeah, that did not work. Come on. I want to end this recording. I'm tired. Fuck. That was on me. That was also on me, apparently. Haha. Got it. Well. Right, fuck me. I almost forgot the pocket dump again. these are not my pockets. I just grabbed them out of my case because I wanted something to talk about. Today is Sunday, so I have my Hanson Metal Solo, and I decided I wanted my Time Aaron trainer with all the zippy inserts, which makes it very heavy. Ooh, that sounded expensive. Because it was. Ooh. Oh well. Not like Quesos is gonna see this. If he does, he'd be pretty triggered about that. Anyway. Yeah. Bucket dump for today, Sunday. Hashtag Solo Sunday. Yeah. Still got to get this sent back to Joe out in Colorado. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, I don't know. Thumbnail, I guess.